I'm not a nostalgic person. I don't find myself looking back on the 80s and 90s thinking, damn, they were the good old days. I stay grounded in the present with an eye on the future, I like to think, but I can't deny the importance of childhood or younger years. Surely no one can. I came from a stable home in Middle England, growing up in a village. Fairly conservative, as more rural communities tend to be. Idolised my older brother and his peers. Had a sometimes difficult relationship with my old man, who I found to be cold and distant at times. Not a unique story there. Felt closer to my mother, but she could be a hard woman, disciplinarian, raising 3 boys with a strong hand, let's say. We didn't want for much. We were a pretty tight-knit unit, the 5 of us. Yeah, home was always a safe enough place. I was a pretty introverted kid, though. I didn't warm up to school in my first few years. Later on, I got a bit of confidence, started playing sports, became one of the lads, but never felt too comfortable there. I went through a fairly typical rebellious phase. Got in with the bad boys. I guess I was considered a troublemaker. I was brought back to my door by the police a couple of times as a teen. Once for dropping a tin bath off a bridge onto a country road with a couple of other morons. Really stupid. The other time, I think, with a couple of different idiots, broke into a church hall and basically just went to town, vandalised the place, set the fire extinguishers off. Just, yeah, really dumb. Yeah, just dumbness. I managed to settle down and mature by the time I left high school. Went to technical college. Hated the first few months before I changed courses. After that, it really grew on me. Made some good friends. Got a bit more freedom there than you do at school, at high school. So yeah, I enjoyed that aspect. But when I left at 18 to get a job, it felt like the end of childhood. Not in some strict formal sense, but just staring down the road. Academic life over, time to make some money. I wasn't ready for the world outside of the classroom. No, I wasn't. And my experiences as a young adult trying to find his way were largely negative. Fell into alcohol and drug abuse, eventually managed to turn it around and climb to a better place, mentally and emotionally. But it's by no means been plain sailing ever since. I can say, honestly though, today I'm in a good place. Rethinking, but not overthinking, key formative periods in the past. I picked up a lot of toxic ideas as a kid, and I carried them forward into young adulthood. I was also bullied quite a fair bit as a younger teen, but I wasn't able to recognise or accept that for a long time, so I carried anger forward into my 20s, repressed, not healthy, before later on recognising it, dealing with it, letting it go, learning to forgive. In that teenage frenzy of hormones and the social minefield that it was back then, my sexuality, homosexual leanings, was something I was never going to come to terms with. I had to learn more about myself, in truth. Get out from under that small time community Hope that doesn't sound condescending, but yeah, toxic influences. Self-acceptance isn't so easy when you're dealing with other problems. It can feel like a shitstorm, which was difficult to weather. The people I knew, the things that happened to me in, say, a 5-year window, 13 to 18, their faces, names, voices, where we were, what we were doing, it stuck with me. Shaped the person I am, I dare say, to an even greater extent than I'm consciously aware of, perhaps. Yeah. It's an interesting phenomenon. People I haven't seen in 20 plus years and might never see again, still, their faces appear in my dreams occasionally, playing different roles. Anyway, let me know what you think. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. And I'll see you later, folks. Take it easy. And Happy New Year.